Hello everybody, this is George coming at you with another CCNA lab video, and again I'm gonna bring you some free CCNAworkbook.com labs. This one is the lab 4-5 configured an Etherchannel link, and so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and admit that I need some work on this, so I'm actually gonna go through the instructions one by one. So the prerequisites are actually the same prerequisites as the last lab. I believe it was in configuring the trunk ports. So it's exactly the same configuration. So just be sure to do that. That's why it says be sure to read on trunking, things like that. So after you got the trunking set up, then you should be ready to go. So the objectives here, let me go ahead and move the objectives up. Let me go ahead and do this, and let's bring the console up. So here we go. So first you want to configure fast Ethernet 0/10, fast Ethernet 0/11 and 12 on both switch 1 and switch 2 as an unconditional Ether channel. So let's go ahead and connect to our switch. Let me go ahead and unplug my console cable. Unfortunately, I do not have a access server, so there's switch 1. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the lab. So I'm going to move this up and move this down a bit. Okay, so this says this is done by to configure the interfaces 10, 11, and 12. This is what you got to do. Okay, so we're in enable mode already. So configure terminal, and then set the interface range for fast Ethernet 0/10 to 12. So that's going to pull up the interface range commands, and once that's done, you type in no shut, which I believe that's already done, and then put in channel group 1 mode on. Alright, so that should create that channel, and then click end, or type in end. There you go. Alright, so we have this message come up. This is line protocol and interface port channel 1 change state to up. So it's both the interface is up and the line protocol is up as well. So let's see, we want to do it on both switch 1 and switch 2, so let me go ahead and move over to switch 2. Once again, let me head on over and plug in the console cable. There's switch 2. So I'm going to try doing this one by memory. So configure terminal, and then it was interface range fast Ethernet 0/10 to 12, and no shutdown, and then it was channel group 1 mode on. Alright, let me go ahead and do that again. Channel, so group 1 mode on. So there isn't really much else, so as long as you use the iOS help, it shouldn't be so bad. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'm going to go ahead and write it. Didn't write it on the other one, but that's okay. Verify that all 3 interfaces indeed participate in the Ether channel. So show interchannel summary command. So let's do a show Ether channel summary. So we can confirm that by viewing 10, 11, and 12, and these are all they're all actually PD. So these two 11 and 10 are actually down right now, P is the port in channel, and this one, default port. And the reason that is actually because I don't have crossover cables connected in the right places. So let me go ahead and do that now. So 10, 11, I'll plug in the 11 crossover cables, and I think I have one more crossover cable that I can connect. Yeah, I do. Let me just get it out of the bag. Alright, this crossover cable is going to go into port 12 of switch 2, and of course port 12 of switch 1. So once that's configured, or once that's plugged in, you see the messages there that I went ahead and plugged them in. So let's go ahead and repeat that, show ether channel. Then there we go. We got our PD, our default port, and port channel. So that's good. That's perfect. That's what we should see. Now we can verify that on switch 1, which we'll need to do anyway. So let's go ahead and move over to switch 1, verify that. So let's do show ether channel summary, and there you go. Same issue, or same problem there. Same prompt. Alright, so determine what type of load balancing is used on ether channel 1 by typing in, by typing in show ether channel load balance. So right here, show ether channel load balance, and right here it says source MAC address. So source MAC address, that's all it says. So okay. Verify that the operation of the ether trunk link by verifying IP communication between router 1 and router 2 using the ping command. So let's go ahead and go to router 1, and then if you want to perform additional verification, you can shut down interface 11 and 12 on switch 1 to ensure that to ensure the connectivity still exists. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that too. So let's go ahead and go to router 1 first of all. Okay, so we got router 1. Go ahead and plug that in to router 1, and we're going to go ahead and ping to 10.1.1.2, which is router number 2, and of course the pings are going through, no problem. And we can go ahead and verify that from the other side, because just because it works on one side doesn't mean it'll work on the other. So let's go ahead and ping 10.1.1.1, and that's no problem. It's still able to ping. So now what we can do is we can test, make sure everything's working. So let's do an interface fast. Whoops, I have to go to the switch actually. So let me go over to let's just say switch number 1 to make it simple, and we'll go ahead and shut down 2 interfaces. So we're going to shut down 10 and 11. So configure terminal, and we're going to go ahead and do an interface range fast Ethernet 0/11 and 12, and then we're going to do a shutdown, and that's it. And then we should go ahead and so they're both administratively down, so we should still be able to ping. So let's make sure, because 10 is still up, so let's go ahead and make sure that we're able to still ping. So to make this quick, I'm just going to actually go from one router to the other, considering I don't have an access server, which I definitely need $200 to spend on that. So let's exit and do a ping 10.1.1.1, and the ping is still successful. So that's a non-issue there, so no problem. So let me go ahead and just write the configuration, and that is the end of this lab. And I will definitely need to repeat this lab over and over to make sure that I got it down packed without any issues. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and expect more videos like this coming from this channel. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.